muffin. Hello, everybody. God, my hair's looking rough, isn't it? Jeez. Okay. You never really know what you look like until you're in front of a camera, and then it's like, ooh, okay. How you guys doing? Hey, Justin. Hey, Missy. How's everybody this evening? Hello, Robert. Well, tonight we are talking about what you call pica, and it is an eating disorder. Hi, Mandy. It's the craving or chewing of substances that have no nutritional value. So I'm sure you guys have heard of this before. Different examples of some causes of this is stress, cultural factors, nutrition deficiencies, or even pregnancy. They say that I guess like a craving. Some of these are just I don't understand how the fuck you crave this shit. But the word pica is Latin for magpie, which is a bird notorious for eating almost anything. It says people have crazy cravings for certain things, and some eat a number of different things, and some have just one particular thing they choose. They're also aware that it could harm them or make them very sick or end up in the hospital or even cause death. But they don't care, and they just do it anyway. It's like, sort of like someone who smokes. They know it's bad for them, but they do it anyway. So, by the way, I'm 108 days smoke-free today. Today's the 9th. Is today the 9th or the 10th? Oh, it's the 9th. 9, 8. So 107 days today. Smoke-free. So I actually did. We just had our girls' weekend. And I didn't even want to smoke a cigarette once. And I was around smokers, and I was so proud of myself because I didn't even want to. And I felt good about it. Annie was going to join me tonight, but her dad just passed away like an hour and a half ago. So she will not be here tonight with me. But she sent me over all the stuff that she found, and I don't have all the information on hers like I do mine. But we'll go over it anyway. So, hey, Julie. Yeah. So he has been battling cancer, but it just happened really fast. It happened really fast. He just got put on hospice, I think, Monday. Was it Monday morning that they came out? So yeah, he just got put on hospice, and yeah, it was quick. It was quick. It was a peaceful. So yeah, it wasn't. So I told her to call me if she needs me, and I asked her if she didn't want me to do the podcast, and she's like, "Nope, go ahead and do it, and I'll call you later." So she will be here next time. So other than that, everything is good. I'm back on night shift now, and thank God. But I've just been so busy. I got my new roof put on, and thank God that's done. That was a lot of racket. It was a lot of racket. So anyway, there is a girl in Chicago. She's 34 years old, and she eats up to a roll of toilet paper every day. That's more than 1,200 pounds of toilet paper in the last 23 years that she has eaten. She started eating it in the 6th grade, claiming stress from a move away from her mother is what started it. I don't know what the hell kind of stress to make me sit there and look at some toilet paper and go, that kind of looks tasty. Let me see. Anyway, she says she loves how it dissolves on her tongue. She has a favorite. She likes the 2-ply one. She says that it's super soft, and she likes to peel them in half and eat 1-ply at a time. But the 2-ply is softer. But she did say that she likes and she likes the way it feels when it dissolves in her tongue. She says it causes her to get cramps, and it causes her to be very constipated, but she eventually goes with X-Lax. And right. Well, I mean, at the start of COVID, though, isn't it people were running out of toilet paper and paper towels and stuff? Like, wasn't she out of food? And like, she's sitting there going, like, where am I going to eat? Like, she says that she's not going to quit, and that she can't go a day without, she doesn't even want to go an hour without it. She carries it in her car, in her purse, at home. She's got it sitting on the couch with her. It's everywhere. She's always got toilet paper. And she says she just sits there and tears it apart and eats it. And she rips it up into strings. I remember seeing it. I don't have these videos and stuff to show you regarding that, but yeah, it's yeah, single ply diet. Yes, it's less carbs. I just don't see how that doesn't cause a blockage. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does it not? I don't know. I mean, at least get the toilet paper that hi Terry, hi Maxine. If you get, there's a certain toilet paper that you have to buy if you have a camper, if you have a camper that you travel camper, and it's a certain type of toilet paper that you use that dissolves, right? Eat that. I mean, don't you think that would be better than regular toilet paper that could cause like a blockage? Because I mean, if you're blocked up and can't go, you're gonna end up with having a big surgery and shit. How does somebody look at something though and it's like, man, that toilet paper looks so appetizing. Oh, Uncle Junior. Oh, oh, oh. You don't think she would wipe? And then, like, she'd look at it and be like, oh, topping. You don't think? I mean, really? Is that what it's called? The biodegradable, whatever. I just don't know. I mean, let's just say that she doesn't eat used toilet paper. Let's just think that way, please, because that's nasty. Okay, that's just nasty. Okay, so in Missouri, there's a 19-year-old, and her name is Bria, and she's addicted to eating sand. Now, she says that she loves the crunch, and it started when she was where is it? She was 14 years old when she accidentally got a mouthful of sand at the beach. And she was instantly hooked on the crunchiness. Oh, God, have mercy. Okay, so she will sit there and get chips and dip and like lick it and get it wet and then dip it in the dirt and then chew it. Oh, you're over here now. Okay, Terry. So she dips it in dirt and eats it. She likes the crunch. I guess the crunch of a chip isn't crunchy enough. She says she puts it on top of her regular food and she'll put it on a sandwich or eat it by itself. She loves her favorite thing to do is to dip her chewed gum in the sand and chew it with her chewing gum. She loves it because it makes her chewing gum crunchy. If she can't have the sand, like when she goes to school, if she's in class, and she doesn't have access to her sand. She has those long, they're nail files, and she chews on those because it's sandpaper. Now y'all know I kiss my piggies right on the nose, and I'll get a couple pieces of sand in my teeth, and that's just terrible. I can't stand it when the sand accidentally gets caught in your food or that is a totally different type of crunch, and I just don't. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, she'll sit there and chew on a nail file. And she's not talking about those little emery boards. She's talking about those thick nail files that's real rough. Excuse me. And that's what she likes to chew on. And I mean, could you see somebody sitting in a classroom like during a test or something? Crunch, crunch. Are they missing something in their diet, or is this all in their fucking head? Because I don't understand how you can fucking crave toilet paper or listen, this ain't nothing. It gets worse. She says she's also aware of how sand can be contaminated with trash, chemicals, animals that go to the bathroom on it. She don't care. The candy dipsticks. Oh my God. I used to eat those when I was little. I think you get the red and the purple and you get that long white stick that you lick and dip in it. I could never though. Yeah. I think she's a fucking dipstick. I don't know. Anyway, she doesn't care about feces. She says that she gets tested for worms and gets her blood tested often just to make sure, because she is aware. The fun dipstick. Yeah. How do you, is there a certain test kit that we take? Like, how do we get tested for worms? She says she gets tested for worms and gets her blood tested often because she knows that it can cause bacteria levels and parasites. But think about, I mean, what if she ate something that a dog shit on and can she get worms like that? Terry, you're the pharmacy tech. Are there little test kits of something for human worms? Or do you just have to watch your poop? Sort of like you have to look at your dog's poop to see if there's any worms in it? They test her poop. So they have to do what, that thing where you poop in the thing and mail it off. What's that color? High heavy duty. The color guard thing. Isn't that what they call it? Missy. She sleeps with Scotch tape on her bumhole. No, listen, I have another girl that eats tape. I have another girl in here that eats tape. We're going to move on. Okay, this one's even worse, though. Oh. Yeah, you poop in this plastic thing. Oh, that screen's for the cola guard. That checks for colon cancer. Oh my God. Okay, so the next lady, this lady's in Birmingham, Alabama. Her name is Gloria. She's 28, and she's addicted to drinking bleach. She washes her hands, hair, body, house, everything in it, and drinks it as well. 7 years ago, it started when she was pregnant with her third child. She would pour bleach on toilet paper and swallow it like little pills. She uses over a gallon a day, which is about 300 gallons a year. She knows that bleach can cause chemical burns inside and out and cause cancer, but she doesn't care. She said the only way she will stop drinking and using bleach is if God himself comes down and tells her to stop. I almost don't know even what to say. Just the smell of, I mean, of course it could kill her. It could burn. Makes me sick when I clean with it. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't, I use bleach for cleaning things, but golly, God forbid you pour just a little too much and it's so strong I have to air out the room. Like, imagine the taste of that. Bleach. She takes a bath. She makes a bath. She pours it in her bath and she soaks in it. Okay, so a woman that takes a bath gets water in there. It gets up in there. You can't help it. It's there. It's going to happen. Thank you. And you sit in bleach. She washes her hair with it. She washes her hands with it. She cleans her face with it. Like, wouldn't your skin burn? Like, wouldn't that burn? Right. I know. Yes. Oh no, I watched the video of her and she poured it right out of the thing and took a shot of it. You can look that up. You can find them on YouTube. You've been craving peach cobbler. I will tell you, I made the Dolly Parton's fruit cocktail cobbler. It was freaking delicious. Hot with ice cream. I don't know, but it's a black lady. Don't you think it would like bleach her skin or I don't know. We're going to be moving on from the bleach. The next one is just as stupid. This lady, Heather, who's 43 years old, loves to drink paint. She says it feels so smooth going down her throat, and it's nice and warm, like thick, warm milk. Yes, she is germ-free, that's for sure. She's antibacterial, germ-free. You would think that just her stomach would get a chemical burn. Anyway, so this lady drinks paint and she says that she doesn't have any favorite color. They basically all taste the same just because of they don't have different flavors. The paint contains a half dozen of lethal chemicals, including xylene. That alone can cause immediate pulmonary bleeding, seizures, or even death. She says she has abnormal kidney function already, but she doesn't care. That I don't know, Trauma. I don't know if it's water or oil-based or latex. I wonder if that does change the color of her poop. Like, does she poop a rainbow? Like, she just had a whole day of red. Is her poop going to be red? Okay, so she didn't say what her favorite paint was. She says that she gets the paint and she puts them in tubes, and then she takes the tubes with her and she can just drink a tube. And she I don't know. I mean, if your kidneys are shutting down, don't you think that would be a fucking clue to stop it? And she never said if it was oil-based or latex or water-based. She didn't say. She just said that it's paint. And she even made the analogy. Okay, so you know when you eat Fruit Loops and all the circles are a different color, but they all have the same flavor. That's what she used the analogy. Drinking paint, it doesn't have flavor. It's all the same flavor. Sort of like Fruit Loops. You know, they're all different colors, but taste the same. Lead-based. Oh. Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He says that she only heard half of the latex commercials. She's using protection from the inside out. Ugh. Moving on. So Jennifer, I don't think I got how old she is. Jennifer, I initially saw Jennifer on TikTok. And I even duetted her. And she is a black female, and she eats mattresses. Now, I don't know if y'all remember it was a while back, but I don't know if y'all remember that I duetted somebody eating a mattress. Yeah, spray paint would be her ready whip. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this girl, Jennifer, she eats mattresses. She says she eats at least a square foot of mattress every day. And she has consumed at least 8 king-size mattresses. She says it's okay because it only gives you gas. And it actually showed her farting up a storm. She started this at age 5 when she ate the seat of the family car. She loves chewing and swallowing sponge, and she poops it out in whole pieces. And she says that it's interesting because when it comes out and hits the water, it still expands like it's a sponge soaking up water. Isn't that nice? This could cause bowel obstruction, liver damage, or death, and she doesn't care. Hi, Spirit Stalker. Yeah, she. Hi, Bobby. Well, you can Google Jennifer, the lady that eats mattresses. Like, you can watch the whole video of her. We're talking about Pica, the eating disorder where people crave eating fucked up shit. I guess that's an easy way to put it. So anyway, yeah, that's So in Detroit, Michigan, Lisa, who's 43 years old, eats cat hair and she licks her cat daily. Now, this I saw her. Thank you. This I saw her video. She has got dark hair. You can look her up and you can see, but it will literally show her holding her cat and she licks her cat and eats the hair right off of the cat. She brushes the cat and eats it right off of the brush. She says that it's like cotton candy and it relaxes her and gives her something to chew. She's been doing it for 2 years and can't go more than 2 hours without a hairball. She says she has eaten more than 3,200 hairballs from the one cat. The cat seemed to be enjoying it. The cat seems, I know. I know the jokes are there. I know the jokes are there about licking the cat. It's crazy because just today on TikTok, I saw a TikTok with her licking her fucking cat. And I'm like, oh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you ever gone to a restaurant and you order your food and the food comes and you find a little hair in it and you don't know if it's off of somebody's head or if it's a pube? Right? I even did a TikTok about that. I found my first gray pube today. It was just a shame it was on my Big Mac. I freak out over one fucking hair. How do you sit there and lick your fucking cat? How do you? I know, Lily, you shouldn't be on the computer right now. Lily, you need to go be with your brother. Yeah, I can't. Listen, I have long ass hair, okay? And I shed like crazy. But it's not something I want to sit there and let's chew that up and swallow it. Like, no, why would you want to even fucking come on? Okay, so this next one. Okay, so her name is Casey. She's 26 years old and she lives in Tennessee. Um, her husband passed away. Um, and she had him cremated. And they went and spread some of his ashes out over this place that he wanted to be spread out. Some of him wanted to be put here. So they took it and it got on her hand and she licked it off of her finger and she was addicted. So from there on out, she is eating her husband. Hey, David. Okay, so she says she loves eating her husband's ashes. After he passed away, she started putting it on her food because she wants him to be a part of her. She won't stop until he's fully consumed. She carries his urn everywhere with her. They go to the movies, they go to the grocery store. She still talks to him in public, and people will ask her who she's talking to and hold him up and say, I'm talking to my husband. Oh, God. She says it tastes like sandpaper and rotten eggs, but she has grown to love that flavor. So you guess her husband was the shit in this life and the next. Well, that's okay. So she has lost 42 pounds as well and says it's helping her. So she's not worried about long term because it's caused her to lose weight and she wanted to lose some weight. And so this is her weight loss. But what's going to happen if she's completely addicted to this? What's going to happen when he's gone? Like when he's completely consumed, is she going to try to eat other people's ashes? Right, Justin. That's what I'm thinking. Like, her kids better watch out, right? Shit. I don't even know if she has any. See, I'm not sure. Like, I'm sorry. I just, I just, yeah, but heavy duty, how would you know? Like, how would you know not to marry her? Like, you're not going to look at somebody and think, man, this bitch is going to eat me when I die. Right? So, like, how would you know not to marry some? Like, I don't know if she has a fireplace. But yeah, I don't think she'd put him in there. She wants to eat him. She says that she wants him to be a part of her. And I mean, it's going in and going out. So, oh, yeah, oh God. What if she did get a job at a crematory and she's eating all those people? That is a totally different name to the purple people eater that oh God. Mm-mm. Yeah, that is incentive to outlive her. That's right. Oh God. Okay. So no. Oh my God. Okay. So there's Shannon. She's 20 years old and she drinks gasoline. She craves it and can't go a day without it. She says it tastes like a tangy sweet and sour sauce with a slight burn at the end. You use your fire pit for hot dogs and s'mores. Well, Sandy, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. How can it not? How can it be illegal though? Like you have the remains. The remains were turned over to you, and what you do with those remains is your business. I don't. How is it illegal to eat somebody if they're dead already? You didn't kill them. Would that be illegal? Now, to eat at the crematorium and eat other people, I'm not sure. That probably would be. But but she's eating her own husband. The ashes. Like, how is that illegal to eat the ashes? God. That just sounds even so weird to say. What'd you get arrested for? Oh, I was eating my husband's ashes. Huh? It's illegal to desecrate a corpse. You're absolutely right. But the corpse is already gone and it's ashes. It's not a corpse anymore. So there's that. That is not, I don't know. I think cannibalism is where you eat like and cook it like Jeffrey Dahmer. Like you eat them and you cook them and then you eat them like steak. I think, right? Isn't that what it would be? Hey, fluffies. Like I don't know how to say what the difference there is, because what is that considered to eat the ashes that are already, the corpse is already gone? I mean, Jay. That does go back to the funny laws because, and like she said, it can be an item claimed in court. So, but the thing is, what if there's nobody? I mean, if his mom or his family doesn't fight for his remains, because what if all of a sudden the mom or the family wants his remains and be, oh, I'm sorry, I ate them. That might be where it's illegal. Yes, human tissues. Yes, if you eat the human tissues, that's cannibalism. But we're talking about this girl that's eating her husband's ashes. Yeah, this it's a real thin line. Anyway, this girl Shannon drinks gasoline. It tastes like a tangy sweet and sour sauce with a slight burn at the end. Um, Says even though it makes her ill, it makes her feel elated when she drinks it, and not one of her organs are functioning properly, but she doesn't care. God. Oof. No. So I remember seeing her. Yeah, she apparently is at the doctor's, going to the hospital. Her stomach, all of her organs are like shutting down. She's like, she's not, uh, but she doesn't care. So as long as she has the gasoline to drink. I don't know if it's regular gasoline or diesel. Like I don't know. I don't know. But she goes and fills up a gallon and takes it home, and she has all these gallons of gasoline in her laundry room. And she just goes in and she takes a shot of it throughout the day. And so I don't know. I don't know. In Rialta, California, there is a girl named Natasha who's 40 years old, and she eats her clay masks. Now, she puts on her clay mask and then she licks it off. And then she'll even put it in her mouth dry and then lets it sit in her mouth and turn into the clay. And then she loves the consistency, and she swallows it once it hits the consistency of yogurt, is what she said. The top shelf drinks. That is fucking funny, Uncle Junior. That's hilarious. She keeps her gallons of gasoline in her laundry room. Top shelf. I agree. Just eat the fucking yogurt. Well, gasoline, I think gasoline would just be just as toxic as the girl that drinks the bleach. Right? Don't you think gasoline would fuck your insides up just as much as bleach would? Or the paint. The paint with all the chemicals in it? Which one is seriously expensive date? Like the gasoline? Because that shit's expensive. Put on your Sunday best. We're going to Chevron. Oh yeah, you missed a lot. We covered the lady with bleach, the lady with paint, the girl who eats mattresses, the one that licks her cat. Anyway, okay, so she says that this clay mask, it tastes absolutely wonderful, and it's very comforting for her. And she's been doing it for 7 years. She consumes a jar or more per day. She puts it in her mouth as a big scoop of dry powder, and as she chews, it gets to the watery yogurt texture, and it goes down real smooth, she says. She says it's like a dessert for her, but she has actually replaced meals with it. You know, Fluffies, what a question that is. I'm curious now, because if she's drinking gasoline that much and she lit her fart on fire, what would happen? Yeah, she licks her cat and eats the hair. Yeah, so she's replaced meals with, it says it's instant gold, is her exact words. She says it does make her tummy feel heavy, but she just waits for her big poop and she feels better. She says it's starting to cause some arguments with her oldest son because he wants to try some and she won't let him, because he's curious of what all the hype is. And she's like, I'm not going to let him get started. Well, David, it seemed in the videos that the cat was quite enjoying itself, because it showed her in the video licking the cat. A real cat. She has a black and white cat. Now, I don't. So this Natasha chick, and it showed her in the video. She's a little black girl, and she has a piece of fire cardboard. She has a piece of cardboard, and then she like scoops it and just pours it in her mouth, and then she'll be sitting there chewing it, and her boyfriend's sitting on the other end of the couch, and it shows her over there trying to get this consistency mixed up in her mouth to yogurt, and she's got all this powder, sort of like somebody who's addicted to Coke and they have all the shit on their nose. And she's sitting there with all of this powder stuff on her face. And it's like, the son has probably tried it when she wasn't around, but I don't. Why? You see your mom with that problem. That's a problem. Oh, I can't. How do you? I'm sorry. I have a question for the guys. If you're single and you meet a girl and you think she's nice, right? And you guys go out on a date and you get back to her place. And she's like, hold on a second. And she goes in and takes out a clay mask and pours it in her mouth. What would you do? Would you leave? Is that somebody you would want to move forward with and stay with? And Jay says, I'm cheap, so I'll Google the price versus homemade meals. She probably wouldn't do it to the third date. I mean, seriously, though. I mean, no, seriously. Like, I would absolutely, I would leave. Bye, Mandy. Have a good night. I would get my shit and be like, I would excuse myself and I'd be like, look, that is just a little bit too weird. That's a problem. And if I'm going to work on a relationship with somebody, I want to be with somebody who's going to be around a while. I don't want somebody who eats fucking clay. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so in Bedford, Virginia, Teresa, who is 44 years old, eats rocks. She says she cannot function unless she has rocks every day. She's been doing it for over 20 years. She says she loves how it feels on her teeth and how gritty it is. And this girl, she makes them into small bite-sized pieces with a hammer. But if she's out somewhere, she'll stop on the side of the road and pick up a nice big rock and start sucking on it until she can break it up into hard bite-sized pieces. She's at the dentist all the time checking her teeth, and they break. And they do get caught in her throat sometimes. But she says she's not going to stop. That's not the kind of hard stuff I like in my mouth. Like she went in detail, like when she's driving around in the car and she doesn't have any of her bite-sized pieces left, and she has this certain place that she goes on the side of the road that she can pull over and she can go off into the ditch, and she has her favorite kind of rocks there. And she's like, oh, I can go pick up a whole bunch and it's a free meal. And she says, I can just sit around and while I'm driving, I just suck on it and start nubbing them, taking off little pieces until I can get home and break it up. And she doesn't care about the dirt or being on the ground, or she doesn't care. That's a little much for me. There's no rock or sand or bleach or paint or mattresses or anything of like that, or hair going in my mouth. Now, eating rocks, would eating rocks cause kidney stones? I mean, would it cause that? I mean, I don't know what would, I don't know if that would cause that. So I don't know. So moving on, in Detroit, Michigan, this girl, Nicole, who's 26 years old, she eats drywall. So she's literally eating her house. Both her stones, kidney stones, are caused by having a lot of salt. Oh. Shut up, Jay. Okay, so as it's explaining this video, she says, I'm literally eating my house. And oh God, okay. She started out eating chalk, but moved up to drywall because it tastes better, she says. She eats 3 feet of her wall per week. She started after her mom passed 7 years ago. Drywall contains fiberglass, acid, and silica. These can cause severe reactions, including explosive diarrhea or even cancer. Says she don't care and she's not going to worry about it until she's really sick. Fluffies is that part of Willy Wonka where they are licking the wall. Okay, so God. And it shows this girl in the video. It shows her wall, and she's got a big hole in the wall. And every time she goes by, she just picks off another piece and picks off the paper and eats the insides of this drywall. Oh, God. And so the scary part is, like, she doesn't even own her house. She rents. So God forbid the landlord come over and see that she's eating his fucking house. Like, what would you do? Like, my tenant is eating my fucking house. I need to kick her out. Right? Ooh. I heard she started her own company, Nibbles Home Renovation. She likes the pink cotton candy in the wall. No, the lady that eats her cat's hair says that that's like cotton candy. That's the cotton candy that that she loves. Pussy hair is like cotton candy. She's eating him out of house and home. Oh my gosh, the jokes that are going on. Geesh. This is terrible. So Vicky, she's from Ashton, Idaho. I don't have how old she is. She likes eating roadkill. Oh. Now I don't know about the insulation part. She just likes the chalky rock part. I guess the insulation does look like cotton candy, doesn't it? Huh. You can call her a walnut. Oh my God. Oh, we're terrible. Okay, so Vicky, she likes eating roadkill. She goes driving around looking for the animals that's been run over. She does not tell her 10 children that they're eating roadkill. They think that she got the meat from a grocery store. She looks for animals that have been hit less than 3 days and before the buzzards get a hold of them. She doesn't care what kind of animal it is. She could get 3 or 4 different animals a day and can't wait to get home to cook them. Yes, there are adults that think they're babies. Yes. Mm-hmm. What do you mean in Montana that's common? Please don't tell me, Sandy, that people in Montana pull over and pick up roadkill to eat. Now I can understand like a big moose or a big deer that is that's literally just been hit, and you go pick it up. I get it. Roadkill now I remember the Beverly Hillbillies lady, the grandma cooked it. Yes. Sicky Vicky's roadkill grill. If it dies, it fries. That's Imagine family reunion. No. Yeah, she made the possum stew. Listen, I understand. Like I said, I understand that the bucks that just have been hit or the bears that literally just got hit and they died on the roadside and you're just picking it up and it just has passed away. But not something that's been out there for days and bugs and oh God, no. No. There's a restaurant in Michigan that had no. Mm-mm. I don't trust any of y'all fuckers now. I don't trust nobody. I am not gonna fucking pick up roadkill and try to feed it to me after it's cooked and tell me it's something else. I'm never going to Montana. I'll tell you right now, since that's common there, or Michigan. There's a roadkill on their fucking menu. Come on. Made me think of something that got killed by feet. You have no idea where they have been. No, the 5-second rule. No. Come on. If I'm driving down the road, you can tell that fucking thing's been there for 2 days with the bugs and there is no way in hell. Oh, get out of here. That's nasty. People are nasty. Why did the chicken cross the road? He didn't with a side of taters and a salad. Oh my gosh. I'm not eating rabbit or squirrel. I don't have any interest in rabbit and squirrel and snake and iguanas, and I'll damn eat the hell out of some gator tail though. And when we just had our girls' weekend, and I've had the best gator tail I ever had in my life there. Oh, it was so good. I do eat gator tail, but I ain't gonna stop and pick up an alligator after it's been dead on the side of the road for 3 days. Mm-mm. I'm sorry, with all these people drinking fucking gasoline, and why won't you eat gator? Julie never had gator until this past weekend, and now she likes it. You just hadn't had it cooked right, Sandy. Now, there are a few others that I can mention. I don't have their stories because these are the ones that Annie was going to do tonight. No, girl, Sandy. Okay. Julie, it was your first time trying gator tail. How would you explain that it tasted? She's over here in TikTok, so y'all can't see her answer, but explain how you thought it tasted besides it was good. She loves it now. Even Jay says it's so good. This is the best I have ever had it this past weekend that we just had our girls' weekend. It was fucking so good. Oh my God, it was mouthwatering. It was so good. I've never tried turtle. I have no interest in trying turtle. I don't want no turtle fucking soup. I don't want none of that shit. Okay, so gator tail, they say it tastes like chicken. To me, it tastes better than chicken. If it's cooked right, it is so good. If it's not cooked right, it gets real chewy, and I don't like it if it has to be cooked just right. And whoever the chef was at that restaurant we went to was, oh my God, it was so good. Yeah, he says the taste is hard to describe, though not quite like anything else. Like, to me, it doesn't taste like chicken. I think it tastes better than chicken. I don't know. Like, Jay, do you know, is gator tail dark or light meat? I don't know if it's white or dark meat. Like, I don't know. But it's good. See, I prefer dark meat in chicken and turkey. In actual meat. I don't do dark meat. Except for actual meat. Let's just leave it at that. I don't mind crab cooked certain ways. Yeah. Jay says that gator tail is white meat. I've never really paid attention. I've only had it fried. It was so good. Is it dry? It depends on how it's cooked, really. It's not a greasy meat. And it doesn't taste gamey. It's not a gamey meat. Just depends on how it's cooked. Yeah, they cut it. It looks like little chicken nuggets, but it's not. And my texture, again, if it's not cooked right, it's rubbery. So that's when you know it's not cooked right. Ooh, I don't do clams. Now, it's it the texture is like it's like chicken. The texture of gator tail is like chicken. And my favorite way to eat the gator tail is with almost like a horseradish, creamy horseradish sauce. Oh, my mouth is watering thinking about it. Dude, it was so good. I've been eating gator tail since I was little. I was raised on Lake Okeechobee. Come on. Yeah, the only way I like it is fried though. I Terry, Terry, you tried the gator tail this past weekend. How'd you like it? I haven't tried it grilled. But Terry was at our girls' weekend. I haven't tried gator tail grilled, but I do like it fried. Mm. I love anything with horseradish or wasabi. I'm a horseradish and wasabi fan. I love wasabi. Ooh, gator fajitas. I would absolutely try that. Anyway, okay, so we got off topic there. Anyway, the ones that Annie was going to talk about, I don't have their stories. What do you mean that's gross? You ate the gator tail. What's gross? I love wasabi. Okay, so anyway, moving on. She has a lady that eats deodorant. Um, this one here, she had a vegetarian that eats her own scabs. I'm not quite sure I want to know the story of that one. How does a scab even look appealing for somebody to want to eat it? A lady who eats sofa cushions, sort of like the lady I had that eats the mattresses, I guess. Scabs don't seem very filling. No. Ew. Ooh. Here's a girl that eats her own hair. Now, I've seen this, and I have seen the video on this chick before, and she just sits there, and she has short hair, but she just sits here and picks at her hair all day, and she pulls it out and eats it, her own hair. If you like tea with a lot of spices, try Old Spice deodorant. Come on, fluffies. She has a French man that ate coins. Apparently, a teen eats powdered laundry soap. A woman eats cigarette ashes. I guess that would kind of be the same as the lady that was eating her husband's ashes, right? Wouldn't that be kind of like the same thing? Here's a lady that eats tape and a lady that eats Ajax powdered bleach. To me, the Ajax powdered bleach is just as dumb as drinking this liquid, but it's in powder form. I think it's just as harmful and just as gross. And how do you eat a fucking coin? Like, how do you chew up and swallow do you swallow it whole? Like, I don't have the backstories on any of these, so I didn't. She would have probably explained that, but because she's not here. Yeah, well, the cigarette ash, I think, would definitely be a different texture than a human ash. But, y'all, I smoked for so many years, and not once ever would I ever want to lick the ashes. Come on, man. What the fuck is wrong with people? Yeah, because I mean, if you swallow the coin whole like a pill, what pleasure is that? How is that a pleasure if you swallow the thing whole? And then wouldn't that have an issue with you trying to poop? Wouldn't that be like, I just don't know. This is a really fucked up eating disorder. You know, I just don't know how you. Anyway, so my God. All right. So my next podcast is going to be okay, we did that one. So my next podcast is going to be the TV show trivia, because I have riddles as well, but I'm going to wait for Trauma Diva to do the riddles because it was her idea. Maybe the pooping is the pleasurable part. No. If they ate a quarter and pooped 2 dimes and a nickel. Oh. Could you imagine if you ate a quarter and you pooped out change? Like, we're going to leave it to the people I have come in my room to come up with that shit. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, God. All right. Anyway, so now I could have my podcast. Is it a deposit or withdrawal? Julie. Girl. Oh, okay. So I could have a podcast tomorrow night for the TV show trivia. Or I could have it Monday night. I pay extra for an ATM if you can pay with your ass. If you can pay with your butt. How much is it? Okay, hold on 1 second. Turn around, drop your pants, shit on the fucking counter, and say, here you go, count that. Come on. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of TV show trivia questions. I've already got my trivia questions. So, yeah. The best behind known in the land. We're terrible people. We are terrible people. What did Captain Kirk never say? I have no idea. All right. So TV show trivia will be my next podcast. I'll figure out if I want to have it tomorrow or Monday. Podcast. I object to fill. What is that? Hold on. Let me write that down. What is that, Uncle Junior? Is that like a disorder? Okay, so I have heard that. Okay, so you're talking about the man that makes love to his vehicle, the lady that married her. It's a dummy doll, like a doll. Thanks for a weirdly gross podcast tonight. Well, it might be weirdly gross, but it actually happens. Like that is people actually do that. They actually eat that stuff. That's a good one, Uncle Junior. I am going to do that. I've heard of this one lady. She married her doll. She's obsessed about her doll, and she put on a wedding. Her family came, and she eats with it, sleeps with it, has sex with it, everything. Like it's like a relationship with a doll. I don't think I want to do a podcast about people with their animals. I think I'm going to pass on that podcast because I don't need to be all doing no animal stuff like that. That's no. Yes, there was. God, I can't remember the name of the show. I can't remember the name of that show, but yes, there was a show on the network about eating weird stuff. Yes. I don't remember. I'm not sure where she got married. I know she did with a doll though, and she set up the whole wedding, and the family came, and everything, and very strange. I'll try to add that one in there. But thank you, Uncle Junior, for that idea, and I will do my research and get busy on that one, so I can have that one in the near future. I'll figure out what I want to do. If Annie needs me, I'm going to be with her because her dad just passed away a little while ago, and so we'll figure it out. I'm either going to have my podcast tomorrow night and or Monday night. We'll figure it out because I work all weekend. This is my long week, so I need a break. Yes, no, anytime. If you guys ever have any podcast ideas, please message me and tell them to me, and I will do my research and do it. And then if you would like to, Uncle Jude, if you'd like to be a part of that podcast with me and be my guest on for that, and you can have some and I'll have some, or you can just watch, whatever you want to do. But yeah, normally anybody who wants, if you come up with an idea for a podcast and we do it, you can be my guest on for that podcast. Rock and roll trivia. Okay. I can write it down. I don't know much about rock and roll myself. I'm doing the TV show trivia because it was sent to me. Hey, VT. No, Terry, you missed it. There's the girl who drank gasoline. I don't like the smell of gas. It's not. I'm just saying, Uncle Junior, if you wanted to be my guest, you could. And it would be interesting. People love that. All right. I am going to be on TikTok for a little while longer. And when the girl that eats rocks poops, it's rocking and rolling. Oh, fluffies. Golly. Oh, it's terrible. We're terrible people. All right. I'm going to be on TikTok for a little while. Thank you guys so much for joining me on my podcast tonight. Love all you guys.